The Internet is the defining technology of our time, an historic revolution in communications for the human race that is changing the world.
Well, the Internet is the next big thing. It is on a par with the wheel and fire and language and the printing press.
The Internet enables millions of people with personal computers to communicate and connect. It's email.
You've got mail.
It's news groups and chat rooms. It's also the world's largest marketplace and shopping mall. And it's a link to websites the world over, with information for every aspect of life, and even the life after.
This is, in fact, the telecommunications infrastructure for the 21st century.
But where did the Internet come from? How did it get started? And who built this essential tool and playful toy to millions? And where is it going? This is the age of the Internet, a global network of computer-based communication. At the turn of the 21st century, millions of people around the world are now online every day to exchange messages, conduct business, meet people, and find information. Free from the limits of time, distance, and even tyranny. Be it peace or war, the worldwide use of the Internet is practically indispensable. Yet its origins date back only to the 1950s. No invention in history has grown so fast to touch so many lives.
It's something that we didn't see with the telephone, with the automobile, or with the printing press. This is an absolutely incredible communications tool, and it gives us instant access to things happening everywhere.
In scope, more email is exchanged on the Internet today than first-class letters delivered by the U.S. Post Office. In financial importance, the Internet generated $301 billion in business and was responsible for 1/3 of the total U.S. economic growth in 1998. It is a key component of our culture and civilization, and yet no one really controls it.
Things that matter the most usually don't have anybody in charge.
The seminal idea behind the Internet was envisioned by a psychologist named J.C.R. Licklider, a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the 1950s.
Licklider's vision was that computers would allow you to communicate better, and that would allow you to connect all the computers together so that they might be more useful in the sharing of information among people.
Computer communication was a flight of imagination far beyond anything at the movies. Computers were portrayed as sci-fi props like electronic brains alongside robots, ray guns, and flying saucers. In fact, the idea of a worldwide communications network of computers was far more imaginative than anything Hollywood came up with. After all, the first computers were monstrously large and expensive devices that were never intended to communicate.
All the computers were as big as a room. You were lucky to have one in a city, or maybe one on a campus, or if you were lucky, one in a room.
They could have remained standalone computing machines for a long time, but a frightening display of Soviet scientific superiority